Representatives from every fantasy universe are currently meeting in a small fort, a peace summit to prevent more wars in the future. We're talking Steve, Master Chief, RoboCop, Sauron, Tywin Lannister, the Chaplain, Black Panther, Bowser, Freddy Fazbear, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Their armies await them down below beneath the snow canyon for the high sign to disembark after the peace summits. However, little do they know, one common enemy is about to pounce. 4 million zombies are about to descend upon the fantasy army leaders. And once they die, an additional 6 million zombies will go after their armies. And if their armies do not fall, even more zombie reinforcements may be yet to come. Can all fantasy army units survive against the zombie apocalypse, or will they die out? If you guys do enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you'd like a little bit of bonus content every week, become a member on the channel. Alright guys, let's get into this thing. Alrighty then fellas, 10 representatives from the fantasy armies are gathered here today, and later on we'll be spawning in their armies. We're talking potentially Gondor, Stormtroopers, Space Marines, Game of Thrones armies, Minecraft armies, Halo, Spartans, etc, etc. It should be pretty baller. But for now, just the hero representatives are here to fight today. And here we go. Here come the zombies attacking the heroes. I genuinely don't know if they'll actually be able to win against 4 million zombies or not. I mean, some of these guys are pretty freaking powerful, man. Like Sauron, I'm pretty sure has 1 million health. Oh, 500,000. It's close enough. And then Bowser has 100,000 health. Kenobi down here has 10,000 health. Space Jesus is kind of lacking. Freddy Fazbear, I'm pretty sure only has 400 health, but his kicks pack a pretty mean punch. How about Black Panther here? 50,000 health, not bad. Tywin Lannister has 35,000 health. It does not make sense that Tywin Lannister has more health than Obi-Wan Kenobi, but it is what it is. RoboCop here, 17,500 health. Steve has 20,000 health. Why is Obi-Wan the weakest person here? Well, besides Freddy Fazbear, yeah. And then the Chaplain, I think it is Chaplain Diocese or something like that, has 75,000 health. I don't exactly know who he is in the Warhammer universe, but let me know in the comment section below. I've just started to get the hang of Space Marines and Nurgle's army and you know, all that good stuff, but I still don't really know everything about Warhammer because that universe is so large, bro. It takes so long to learn everything. Oh, how much health does a Master Chief have? Oh, only 2,000. Scratch that. Master Chief is the weakest one here, although I feel like in reality, in terms of power balancing, Master Chief would probably be somewhere in the middle. Definitely stronger than Steve, and I don't know about Bowser. Probably stronger than Bowser, I feel like. More than likely stronger than Bowser. Oh, and there he goes. Down goes the Master Chief, and it looks like Kenobi might be dead too. At least I don't... Oh, no, he's still right there. He's just very, very bloodied from this ongoing battle. My goodness. And RoboCop still alive over here alongside Steve, although they are getting quite beat up by these zombies. Tywin Lannister is perfectly clean. No blood on him because he is hiding behind Sauron and Bowser simultaneously. So that tends to work out for you in a battle like this. 2 of the fantasy army leaders are dead at this point, and they've killed 7,000 zombies, so not even really making a dent in the 4 million coming after them. But let's go ahead and time-lapse and watch them fight and see what kind of damage they can do before we get to every fantasy army defending. What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2. All of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel. Okay, the body piles have reached up to the camera, which is pretty crazy. So these guys are still fighting nicely. 34,000 kills for the fantasy hero units here. Not too shabby at all. And still 7 of them remain. So we've got Warhammer, we've got the Bowser, we've got the Steve, we've got the Sauron, we've got the Tywin Lannister, we got the Black Panther, he's right there. Who's the other? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where's the 7th? Unless I'm totally... Oh, RoboCop's still alive right here. Okay, very nice. Alright, that's it. Yeah, so Kenobi's dead, as are Master Chief and Freddy Fazbear. But we've got these guys still fighting really nicely. 36,500 kills for the boys, which is ultimately very, very impressive. Let's continue to let them rock and roll here, and hopefully they continue to get kills, because that'd be pretty cool. Alright, boys, it's been 20 minutes. I've been playing Skyrim. And there are currently 7 boys still alive. So all of them are still alive. 102,000 kills betwixt all of them. I'm just going to go ahead and let it run for a while because I want to save some space in my storage for time-lapsing later when we get to the armies. So, yeah, be right back. Let's just let this play. Alright, guys. Well, it's been a half an hour, and everyone is dead but Black Panther? I don't understand. Oh my god, he's only lost like 1,900 health. I guess in the movies he does have that armor where it, like, you know, bounces back at the opponent. Like, it's got the energy pulse thing. So, like, I don't know. Maybe his armor is just really OP in this, but, like, yeah, the body pile is staggering. I don't even see the bodies of the others, to be honest with you. They must be at the bottom of the body pile. I mean, it's see-through. If you zoom in, it stops lag from happening from having, you know, millions of entities dead on the battlefield. But they ended up getting 241,000 kills. I guess Black Panther is technically still alive, but I think at this rate it will take like 5 full days real time to finish this battle. So let's move on to the armies. Black Panther gets to go back to Wakanda. Wakanda forever. Am I right? And we'll just go ahead and go to the armies, because god dang it. Alright, boys, 7 million more zombies are going to be attacking every fantasy army now. First of all, we've got the Knights of Rohan here. Next to them are the Lego Blue Falcon Knights. Back here, we've got the Koopa Troopas, baby. Back this way, we have some Knights of House Lannister right there. Actual Knights of House Lannister, unlike the normal, like, bannermen that we typically have on the battlefield. Over this way, we have some of the Skyrim Whiterun Guards, which is a new unit we've never used before. I'm very excited about that one. We've got 3 30-second clone troopers out here. We've got Minecraft pillagers. We've got Fallout Brotherhoods of Steel armor. We've got Skyrim... no... Skyrim's on the brain. We've got Warhammer Space Marine, Space Wolves. We've also got Among Us Yellow Troopers out here. There's a lot going on this here battlefield, and some Halo ODSTs. Alright boys, 7 million zombies, and this time around the zombies actually have some variety going for them. So there are burned zombies out here. There are some of these war zombies over this way. Over here, we've got the deformed zombies. And then we have some fast boy zombies over here as well, coming in the corners. So 7 million total zombies, and actually a lot of these deformed zombies are already reaching the front lines over here, which does not bode well. I was kind of hoping they would form perimeter and not be able to reach the enemy armies for at least a little while. However, that does not seem to be the case here. Knights of Rohan, come on boys, come on boys, you're representing Lord of the Rings, baby, the OG fantasy army. You gotta do it, you gotta do it for us, okay? That's what it's all about, that's what it's all about. So hopefully these guys can hold out for at least a little bit, get a few kills. I think we're going to see the real holdout once we get to the walls of the fortress here. You know, the Space Wolves, the Halo units, the Clone Troopers, those guys will hopefully actually be able to hold for a decent amount of time. But, like, the Among Us Troopers are extremely weak. They're no bueno. They're not going to be able to do all that much. You know, the Knights of Rohan and the Whiterun Guards and the House Lannister Knights, they're all decent fighters. They'll definitely get some kills, but they're nothing crazy. They're not something to write home about. They're not going to pop off or anything along those lines. They will stall the enemy, but they certainly will not stop the enemy, is the problem. I'm excited about the Fallout Brotherhood power armor troops over this way. I think it's power armor from Fallout 4 is what it looks like, although it's kind of hard to see. They like tuck in weirdly like that. I don't know, I've been playing a lot of Bethesda games lately, so Fallout and Skyrim. I've been digging Fallout 4 for the past month or so, and just picked up Skyrim again because, man, I've played through Skyrim a billion times, and you know, give me a year or two buffer between playthroughs, and I will get right on back into it and have a blast. So that's what I'm doing right now. Over this way, we've got Space Wolves defending nicely. Oh, I forgot! We've got Squirtles on the battlefield. And actually, Pokemon are extremely powerful. They have 10,000 health apiece, so these little guys pack a mean punch, and they're backed up by Halo units and pillagers with crossbows here, who are also actually pretty good units, 1,500 health, although they've only got arrows, so they're not exactly going to, like, break the enemy army or anything like that, but they certainly will do some serious damage, especially in the long run if they do have a buffer of other enemies in front of them. The Koopas here are doing a decent job. I mean, really the melee units are here to try and buy time so that the ranged units can get more shots in on the battlefield. Over here we've got some Blue Falcon Knights as well as some Knights of Rohan fighting together, which is cool. A little tag team that I don't think anyone ever expected to see in their lifetime, but hey, here it is. I hope you enjoy it, boys. I hope you enjoy it. And over here, House Lannister is matching up with the Knights of Rohan. Actually, House Lannister seems to be doing pretty well. How much health do they have? Hold on, let me find one. 750. That's actually pretty decent. These guys are not too bad. Yeah, I mean, actual knights, of course, are going to be better than regular footmen, which is what we normally have. We've also used, like, their halberdsmen, and we've used their crossbowmen before, which were all, like, kind of units. They were okay, but the knights are, like, a step up, I would say. And then, of course, you have the hero units like Tywin, and I think Jaime is in the game, I want to say, but then that might be it. I think it might just be Jaime and Tywin that are currently modded into Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2. Either way, on the left side over here, all of these fellas have perished. I think they were Whiterun troopers as well as some Knights of Rohan. Over here, where the House Lannister troopers sort of step into play and get to defending, they're doing a little bit better. Oh my god. My phone is like blowing up right now. I have Robinhood on my phone, and I buy $50 of Bitcoin once a week, and I do not like crypto. I am not a crypto guy. The only one I will ever buy is either Ethereum or Bitcoin, but I decided that Bitcoin was something I just wanted to invest in slowly. I mean, it's a tiny portion of my portfolio because I'm mainly just diversified in the S&P 500, but I was like, you know what? I don't want to like have FOMO of this, so I'll do a tiny amount of money every once in a while. And it's up to like $103,000 tonight. I guarantee you tomorrow it'll be back below 100K, but it's funny to see my phone blowing up with it. Yeah, crypto, I think 99% of the time is a scam, but I do think, you know, the bigger ones are a little bit safer and they actually have like a more utilitarian purpose. So I'm a little bit more interested in buying those, but not really. I don't know. I'm just trying to invest so I can retire at some point and just make videos for fun without stress of actually having to make money. I don't think I will ever quit doing YouTube, but one day I'd really like to not have to do things that the algorithm wants me to do. You know? I mean, I really enjoy playing Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2, and Gates of Hell is like one of my favorite games of all time right now, and I love Attack on Toys, so I'm actually playing kind of what I would want to play, but like, I would love to be able to do like a Skyrim Let's Play on this channel at some point, like in 20 years when I'm like technically retired and just doing YouTube for fun. That would be fairly goated with the sauce, but for now, right now, I'm pretty happy with what's happening. I am loving the games we're playing, and I've always been a battle sim boy. You know, it's just what I like. Okay, and now Bitcoin's over 104K. Yeah, it's a huge run on this apparently right now. It's popping off. I wonder what spurred it. Either way, Space Wolves right now doing a great defense. They're holding out very nicely, keeping the little Among Us fellows alive behind them and a few Koopa Troopas. No one is inside the gates yet. Oh, that's a lie over here. The Clone Troopers, along with Lannisters and some Whiterun Guards and Knights of Rohan, are getting invaded pretty heartily over here. So that is the first invasion point. Oh, actually, also, the Brotherhood is taking some L's over here. That's not good to see. There's 28,800 remaining Fantasy Army units, and they've gotten 547,000 kills, so there's still 6.3 million zombies remaining. Let's go ahead and do an overhead time-lapse here for a little bit and see how things go. Alright boys, it's been about 10 minutes, and actually they're defending pretty decently. Some of the war zombies over here are breaching through and getting up over the walls because the body piles are growing quite a bit. But still, they're actually getting held back for the most part and getting slain pretty decently. We just crossed, just now, 1 million kills. What are these boulders flying through the air? Was that what Squirtle's... Does Squirtle throw boulders? Dude, Squirtle learned rock throw! No way! I think that's coming from Squirtle. That's hilarious. And then we still got Space Wolves over here defending too, although they are getting pretty far pushed back. But look at that body pile. That's crazy. So we still got 5.91 million remaining zombies. They've got a small breach over here against the Halo units, but UNSC boys should be able to hold out decently enough, and they got the pillagers with them who are pretty strong, so that's good as well. Yeah, so the zombies are making some minor breaches in different areas, but overall I'd say they are getting mostly stopped. Let's go ahead and watch these houses get attacked right now. Alright boys, we just passed 2 million kills for the defenders, but I will say they're not doing fantastic. The clones and Rohan and Whiterun and House Lannister over here are still holding, and in here there are still pillagers left alive, and the Space Wolves are still doing decent, as are some of the UNSC troopers, but it seems like beyond that, well, the Squirtles are actually doing pretty well as well, which is good. I mean, we like to see that, but yeah, there's a lot of cracks forming in the weaker units, which is leading to the stronger units kind of getting flanked. We do actually have a decent number of the House Lannister Knights over here still holding, which is also very good. We like to see that for sure. But it's going to be a bit of a toss-up of how the rest of this battle goes, with kind of these gaps forming in various other locations. But when we go ahead and time-lapse some of the Space Wolves defending over here and watch the body piles grow with them and the Yellow Among Us boys. Alright, well, the defense seems to be going a little bit better. We've definitely taken increased losses. Oh god, the poor Squirtles. They're getting all shoved together with some pillagers and Halo soldiers over here. That's not good. 7,720 defenders still remain. They've gotten 3.3 million kills, so they're almost halfway through the enemies, which is pretty great. And over here, they're actually, a lot of these knight units are holding quite nicely. I was not expecting them to be able to hold like this, but here they are doing pretty well and mitigating their losses quite a bit, which is great to see. And then, of course, the Space Wolves doing very, very well for themselves. We like to see that. A few pillagers up here and UNSCs firing away with their battle rifles on top of the houses, so that's a nice little bonus there too. But let's go ahead and watch the Squirtles for a while here. Why not? A little Squirtle action. And we have now passed 4 million killed zombies, which is pretty great. The only problem is the Space Wolves are definitely going down pretty big over here. These guys are all pretty much down. There's a little holdout over here, but it's not looking too hot. Yeah, things are getting rough for sure, dude. I mean, these guys are strangely holding out very well. I don't really understand why, because other ones have died in other areas, and then the Squirtle squad, very sadly, could be going down very, very soon. There's I think that's a 6 or an 8? I gotta say 8. 2.88 million zombies remaining. My overlay covers up the numbers just ever so slightly, and that's why I can't quite see. But I mean, the Fantasy Armies are doing a good job. It's just that the zombies just keep on coming, baby, and they won't stop coming, and they can't stop coming. So let's watch these guys fight in melee combat down here. Over halfway through the zombies, but we're on the last legs, I think, of the Fantasy Armies. Ooh, well, I think that just about does our boys in here. There's only 52 of them left, and during that last time lapse, they all died out. So let's go ahead and let's buff their numbers just a little bit to see if they can do it. They end up with 4.5 million kills, 2.3 million zombies left, so in the grand scheme of things, that's actually a decently close battle in Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2. Alright boys, we've got 57,000 defenders now, so we bolstered their lines by about 15k, including extra Space Wolves, extra ODSTs, extra clone troopers, and extra infantry, and pretty much extra everything to boot by a couple thousand per faction here, just to really increase their lines and make it a more potentially defensible position for them against still the same 7 million zombies as before. So 15k more troopers hopefully can make up the difference of 2.5 million just about zombies that ended up still being alive last time. So let's go ahead and do an overhead time lapse here and see what goes down. Alright boys, that was a long time lapse, and honestly, they're holding up just fine. I mean, look at these body piles, it's crazy. Yeah, just a little extra ranged units I think is doing the trick for them, and really assisting the fantasy armies in their defense here. We're actually at about where we were before, so there's like about 2.5 million or so of the enemies left alive. So, but they've still got 31,800 soldiers. The fantasy army units defending. Sorry, it's late at night. My brain ain't working too well. So right now it really does seem like the fantasy army has this in the bag. I think it's obvious that they do, but we'll just go ahead and let it play off screen, and probably just let it run overnight. And we'll check back in the morning and see where we're at. But yeah, I think this is pretty much a gimme for the fantasy army, but for you guys it'll just be a second. For me it'll be about 8 hours and then we'll find out. Peace. And there we have it boys, it's the next day and 7 million zombies are dead. 25,000 hero units are still alive. All Fantasy Armies managed to do it this time around, and the body piles are absolutely massive. If you guys did enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, join the channel if you want a little bit of bonus content. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.
I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.